Hey guys, it's Marie here. So, I got myself a subscription to Crusader Kings because I want to roleplay some. Let's add the music. I've turned the music in the game off because I don't know about copyrights, so let's just avoid it. And just one more thing. Let's pop out the chat. All right, looking good. So let's see. All right, there's something's happening. Yes, there are 3 start dates, and I want to go in the earliest one. Play as my own ruler, kinda. Let the world generate. Alright, so I love Asia, especially like Japan, Korea, not China, but like Mongolian states, maybe somewhere over here, but before that, let me see something real quick. As of faith. Can I see the fates holy places? Not really, but let's create my own adventurer. All right, and no, not in this area. It will be in Spain, of course, but let's start in Brittany, like in Rennes as an adventurer, and let's load my character. I want to change the faith to Christianity. It will be changed, of course. Let's go with few randomizations. This one looks nice. I like him. Let's get some nice name. The Los Cameros. Okay, works for me. Some nice coat of arms. Okay, this looks really nice. Just let's change it to purple, and to pattern. Can I? No, not this one. Emblems, yes. And I want them to be in oh, can I do all? Nice. I can have multiple colors, so let's use that. All right. So I love it already. We have royal purple, green of the earth, yellow of the sun, and blue of the water. Lovely. I love that. So, and let's get some name. Something with P or M. Okay, let's go with Pierce. And I have him be a poet, astute intellectual, also a little bit younger, of age. Let's give him some weight. Okay. That's okay. That's poet, Vicant. We can go with a little bit more of that. He will be not a fighter, so prowess isn't as important. Of course, heterosexual and male. Let me actually resave him. And let's go. So, Master Piers of the Legendary God. Alright. Let's start. And the roads we walk. The path ahead stretches on and on, a lonely winding thread twining towards the distant horizon. My camp is quiet, just a few scattered tents and pack animals yawning in the breeze. Strangers and hanger-ons rise with the day, preparing for their morning chores with reluctance. Most are the miscellaneous chaff that flit in and out of a group on the road with each new settlement. Few faces catch my eye, as ones I recognize at least in the moment passing. So, we can go with diplomacy, stewardship, or learning. Let's see what Saint Catherine gives me. Wretched the Evil. I already liked her. Let's see her. She's loyal. I'm definitely liking her already. And we have Anud the Merry, which is Breton, but he's a little lazy, he's lustful and gluttonous, so if we get him enough like property, he'll be alright. Let's see Bratchet again. She's 38 and she's quite good. Let's see though what I have from stewardship, which is Balduin, I guess. He's obese also. He's a really good steward. And he's also loyal. And we have Loy the Chaste. And excuse me very much. Those two are better for me. Let's see, Cecilia. She's a package. And we have, oh my god, Goitenwoin, Goitenwoin, the lame. But he's vengeful, so no. But I really like those folks from the stewardship the best. So first thing first, I don't need encyclopedia. I know something about landless adventures, so let's dismiss it for now. I know there's no player R, and we have nobody. I can choose a lifestyle. Let's see. I have begun on astronomical studies, which is straight gain, learning phrases and travel safety advanced. I'd like whole of body and scholar, preferably. But since we are starting, I mean, astronomical studies have a better personal physician, which I could go for wash your hands and iron constitution, and then switch to stewardship, which the most important is golden obligations, and then camp tax and on the road, and see how it's done. So those three, those in that order. But first we are starting with sagacity and going with wash your hands and iron constitution. All right, let's go. Ooh, those are really nice too. All right, and what do I have? some contacts. I don't want those people to be knights. I have no men at arms, so that's okay. And we have contact for Count Hastings. Okay. Rescue a fair subject. The wilderness knows no mercy. Find and rescue contractor's helpless subject. I like it. We have a camp purpose. Currently we are wanderers. Alright, so we could go to scholarship. So higher, not yet, but maybe. And explorers, transport contracts, not yet. Let's go with scholarship. Alright, and we have a camp. I have some gold. And what's most important, I need to familiarize myself with what those things do. Each costs 60, so I will have positive, excuse me, positive gold. So let's see, Barbarians decreases plague danger and give us much needed income, but let's see how it scale. Alright, it gives really massive resistance against plagues. Let's see what internal buildings he can that tent can provide. Surgeon stalls, which increase personal physician's aptitude. Alright, dentist tools, which also boost health. There's a good book, manual, or scroll applicable to most situations, often with helpful pictures. Reference corpus, which is really lovely, and mortician's tools, which allows us to become grave robbers, kind of. I like it. So let's construct Barber's tent, which will be ready in 6 months. Alright, I have 3 followers. I want to see, there we go. And nobody will be good for personal physician, but we have Louis the Chest, who will be good caravan master. Let's appoint him. And let's see. Baldwin will make good average stooge, which will unlock special events. Alright, and he's loyal, so let's appoint him there. Okay. Now let's see the castle holding. Let us have a look at Rosen Castle. Castle grounds are as expected furnished for martial purposes. Let's see. Let's visit the local training grounds. Loiter. Oh, he's nice. Unfortunately, though, we can see the garrison, and we have ability to get some bodies, but we can also oh, excuse me, gamble. So let's try it, and we have 36 gold, which is nice, and thus we can increase our prowess, which is only 3, by 7 gold, and my skill improved. We are done there. Let's mingle with the locals. We have Prince Grand Nominal of Brittany. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. So let's see him. Alright, and then there's a sitting tax. The Breton ruffian remarks with a wry smile as he motions towards the hooded figure's chair. There's an additional bit of gold, certainly. The hooded man immediately stands up. As he drops hood, I recognize him none other as Prince. This is an outrage, the Count exclaims, clearly frustrated. Don't make me inquire my business associates, the ruffian threatens, and the situation grows increasingly tense. So, we are betting than this surely, and we have 81% chance of convincing the ruffian to leave Prince, which will make him our patron. So let's try it. And we saved the nobleman. Awesome. Now I gain a favor hook on him, but let's see this hearing a story. And I could have some wit in Halstruder, which increases my diplomacy. I could use that. So I could use to get the hearing a story the Catalin has to say, and I could potentially increase my learning or get other things like exotic learning, which increases my overall learning for 3 months. But I think since we are in the money right now, I want to become on the path of wit in the Heilstruder experience. There we go. And see who is for recruitment. We have Anuit, we have Cecilia, and we have Berengaria. And Berengaria is quite good at intrigue, and she has compassionate and patient traits, and she's zealous about Catholicism. So we can let her join me for free. And since I need her, let's have her marry me. Because well, she will become a mistress of the camp. There we go. Married Mistress Berengaria, and immediately let's get her seduced, so we have better chance at an early heir. Alright, we are done in the tavern, and there's a chance we have some contracts, and we would like some stewardship contracts. There we go, something appeared. Let's head back and let's head home with Baldwin. Alright, we have raised a building right where we are, so let's see that. And before we do anything, let's make a request from Prince Gurant. We can have him give us some men-at-arms for our prestige, which I want. And we got armored footmen with a strength of 100 men. Awesome. Now, Count of Rennes requires competent hands and craftspeople to supervise a construction project, which we can make a success for 46 gold, or exceptional success for 56 gold. Let's see that. Of course, we are not really fully stocked on people that can take roles, but what do we want? Plans for Prince Grand constructions are perhaps a little lacking in forethought. At least that's how it looks to my band and me. A little wonder that his draftsmen run into issues. So, do you want to get with our task? We want to earn. or we want to get as quickly as possible. Let's see our task. No. Draftsman, an architect of machines and engineer extraordinaire that can make any of your ideas a reality, at least on paper. Alright. We want first planner and supplier. We have 3 people, which is good. Alright. My wife can be a supplier. She's the most good at it. Then we want we can make Balduin a planner. He's greedy and temperate, so it will be enough for us. And then we want Louis to be the draftsman. And we have 51% of getting it done. And each phase will take 51 days. Alright, nothing more than just unpause and let the time run. Let's see again if we have something interesting, because we can like visit the castle a few times. Nobody interesting. And this time we have a Caitlin to tell us a story about martial things. So, do we have better martial? 100 martial experience, which is nice. And let's see the castle. We can train with Haylook. And the prowess is increased again, which is lovely. And I don't want to go into depth, so we are done here, and we can just let the time pass. Agents join scheme, which is nice. Alright, everyone is forbidden. We are seducing our wife, and we are making this building for prince. And now we have drinking. I'm happily soaking in the bathhouse, sharing a deep reflections and salacious jokes with Prince Gorand. As I feel the tension leaving my body, I realize that it's not just the warm water losing my muscles. I'm genuinely having fun, and it's because of the prince. So we can be friends. Lovely, made a friend. And now we have a gift of labor for the seduction scheme. I could give her a gift. Okay, so we can have her. I think she will appreciate joys of life. And we have budding interest. Nice. Alright, let's have the time pass a little bit quicker. We were scouting ahead of the camp, and across we have come across a ramshackle collection of traders. They are getting around large but old and ruined building. Their wares are fairly standard, food mostly. We have grey pock-marked walls of the ruins. So I can go into that ruins, and I have fair chance to discover some trinket or weapon. So let's see. And I got Master Pierre's sword, since it's named after me, and it increases my Increase my prowess. Why won't I just equip it? Nice. And Basileus of the Byzantine Empire wants me to he wants me to help with conquest of I see. So he's attacked by Tunisia, which holds Sicily, and that part is contest, and he's not very well. He got some trouble because he's not a lot of well armed, I guess. But with my measly 100 men, I'm afraid. Also, I'm on the other side of the Europe, so I'm sorry, Basileus, but I'm declining you. Okay. Mercenary work does not interest me. Yeah, I will be not asked for 5 years. That's what I want. Alright, let's continue. And see what else we can see. Alright, nobody here. Let's see the tavern. We can if we are in need, we can lose some stress, but not really. Can somebody join me for free? And some for 16, but unfortunately not now. Cool. And I will periodically make a look on the castle. What is here? Greetings, Master Pierce of the Legendary God. I'm organizing a grand tournament in Tregia. We'll start with the recital contest. Ooh, so that's about the poetry. We'll have to live in 4 months. So for now, let's let it pass. Though I want to keep it in my sights, because I'm worried that let's leave it like 15 days. I'm okay. Now we are getting some gold because Barbertons are finished, since I have no gold to continue anything. So let's not make any expenses. Alright, will I be able to do that without upsetting the scheme? I mean, raising the building. I want to go to the tournament. Right, let's see. What will happen? Alright, I'm going, and my schemes have been frozen. Okay, so I can, I'm not losing it just yet, I guess. That's nice. I was worried that I will lose it. Alright, tournament arrival. I arrived at the site of the tournament. Though not all rivals have yet arrived, throngs of people wander through the colorful surroundings, all looking forward to the forthcoming display of skill and prowess. And we got some guy gaining something. Let's see what do we have? I can pray for my victory or test my faith. I can enter the village. I may get county control, popular opinion, and interact with its inhabitants. Excuse me, with its habitants. I can go to the tavern. I can train for the tournament with progress to victory. See the artisan quarters. Maintain your artifacts, get new clothes, or improve your weaponry. But I'm not in the gold, so let's see the village. I can get grim disposition, cherry disposition. Okay, initial personal success scheme chance plus 15%, and that's because of false performance. Perhaps you'd like to hear something cheerful, like the tale of when Arund was acclaimed by Prince Hilla as Knight of True Distinction. Yes, I want to hear about that. And I cannot visit any locale for 17 days. Alright. I'm qualified for King Solomon's recital. And I can join, which I will. And I'm a favored contestant. Nice. Alright, recital. Oh, a misunderstanding. It only takes a line of verse before the murmurs start. Ecbat, which is a vassal in the petty kingdom of Mercia, is up on the stage quite brazenly reciting lines from a popular local ditty. Discontented grumbles among the crowd begin as he continues. Something doesn't quite add up, I muse. Surely Egbert wouldn't be familiar with that song, being as he's of Anglo-Saxon stock. A small memory jumps to the forefront of my mind, forbidden. The laborer who had constructed the dice has been whistling that very tune earlier. Back on the stage, Egbert meanders to a verbal halt as the crowd explodes with jeers, a few choice vegetables, raining down on him as he shoots himself from the projectiles. Alright, we can either persuade the crowd to let him off the hook, we can scorn him, and we can just ignore him. I'm fickle, calm, and greedy, so this act of aggression by throwing vegetables doesn't sit good with me. So let's try to calm the crowd. And unfortunately, the crowd doesn't yield. But we have a lame limerick. I let out a triumphant sigh as I complete the final verse of my recital. I ready myself for the thundering applause of my audience, only to find the turning ground silent save for the wind whistling through the trees. This is a disaster, but perhaps this situation can be rectified with a new poem composed and recited on the fly. And I am greedy and fickle, so I could really try and challenge this guy, Garcia, with my new made on the fly poem. Let's do that. And my new verse is not applauded. Alright, what else do we have? Recital, word to the wise. Night begins to fall on the scene, but torches light the competition as it continues. I talk to myself under my breath, readying my lips for the next round as I reminisce about the happenings so far. Like when another competition managed to plagiarize a well-known verse. I step forward to take my turn, ascending the steps to the dice. It's time for the final verse. Alright. And we have no regards of the war and victory, so no, we are not really living the best life just yet. So let's appeal to the higher power. I finished my verse, but the crowd haven't waited for the ending. The cheese drown out my words, flowers landing around me on the stage as I make my way off. I am winning, victory is so close. There are precious few competitors left to go and even less time. It all comes down to this. One last verse. And who wins? Pierre Ramon. Pierre Ramon unfortunately won. So, trumpet sounds, the crowd clamors, competitions begins to assemble. And after many trials, some tribulations, and above all else some truly spirited competition, we have our final three. In the third place, Borsage of Oxfordshire. Coming in second is Bortlame of Gloucestershire. And Victor is Pierre Ramon, just a marshal, but he went and had his really nice verse, I guess. So congratulations to him. And all qualifying content. Do I get something? No, I just didn't qualify as well as I thought. Alright. But I get a Raymer. So my diplomacy and experience in learning the language is better. But since we have another try to like look at the tournament grounds, let's visit the temple. And let's gain some piety and some inner peace after, unfortunately, my loss, because I'm greedy and I wanted to win. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to. So let's get good and find inner peace. Get even with that sense of loss. And that's it. And the conclusion is that Pierre Ramon won. Congratulations to him. Alright. He got the prize watch. Nice. Now I can return to Barony of Rozon and finish the contract. And the schemes are restarted. Fortunately, I have nobody to add to my scheme, and let me wait another 3 months. Now we have a successful scheme of seduction of the wife, and let's become lovers with her, as we should, because she's our wife. Nice. I'm no longer obese, which is good. Alright. Let's see for the another tick of the... I will finish my thought. Let's wait for another tick before we execute the scheme. But what do we have here? It's clear that my wife, Mrs. Berengaira, is sincerely putting all her into my race building contract, dedicating sleepless nights and long days to our goals. Perhaps is it cruel of me to use one who is dear to me so? Certainly I cannot say I would like to be used so. Still, she's effective and it's for a good cause. Alright, I don't want that. Alright, let's have a rest a while, which increased our chance even further. And in a day we'll get another tick and we'll execute the scheme, with seizing the moment of concluding the contract. And we got... awesome. We got paid. And now I can petition probably... No. I cannot petition him for anything more, but that's okay. I will visit the castle last time. Let's mingle with the locals. Nobody cheap, so let's skip them. A story to increase my diplomacy, why not? And I got exotic diplomacy. I'm done with the castle. Let's move the camp right here to Rice. And we'll pass through capital of Kingdom of Brittany, Nantes, I guess, which will gain me 150 intrigue experience. Let's move the camp then. And the wife is pregnant. Awesome. Now, since we are in Rice, also the follower gained nickname. He's now Badon the Plum. Nice. And he's a beast. Right, we have a contract here about settling boundary dispute. Mayor Astor of Res wants us to... okay. Let's see that boundary dispute. Alright, we are at the place. And... alright, what do I do? Do I chance it to resolve this only with not even 40%? Res is in uproar long before our arrival. Apparently years of mistakes on the part of our employer and his ilk have led to many local estates and businesses being taxed twice or more just by different collectors with different duties. After much grumbling and attempts at polite redress, things are finally threatening to boil over into something bloodier. Mayor Astol, as it pines to let us know that our coin depends on calming the situation quickly and quietly. Alright, let's try it, why not? Let's get to it with a calm mind. And unfortunately the tensions was not resolved. Alright, but since we are here, let's visit the tavern. Nothing really interesting. Let's see who's up for recruitment. They are all so expensive though. do I want someone really badly? I could use Gwen Steel, but she's expensive. I don't have money for that. Alright. Let's see if the town crier has some contracts. We could try some diplomacy since we failed at that. And we can hobnob with ruler, with Mayor Astor of Res. Okay, we can just mooch off him and tell praises how generous he is, so let's try it. And we want to earn this time. So let's see what we can do. Alright, Badoin the Plump is going to be a herald. My wife will be a diplomat. And Louis the Chaste will be a bodyguard. Alright, looks nice. Let's see if we will be able to gain something. And then we'll go to Hastings, the Montague. Alright, our friend Prince could... He will not give us anything, which is a shame. Okay. He's our friend, so he should be more flexible. Alright, let's see, what do I have? Since I'm going to get out the Britannia soon to France, I think I could organize hunt soon. Though, first let's deal with Hobnob. Maybe we'll get 23 gold. That will be enough to put another building in the domicile. But we have a dub hunt. Impressing Mayor Astor feels like a full season's work sometimes. Despite being hardly the world's greatest noble, he has very curious notions about the standards other people should be held to. No, I'm not commander. I could butter him up with some nice placed words, I think. And he was impressed, which is nice. Alright. Alright, Hastings returned with a raiding party back to Montague. Let's see, I could fight corruption with I will see that when I'm done with Obnob, because fighting corruption being greedy is something I will definitely do. Alright, and means to an end. I sit by the barber stands, letting the sound and smell of the camp wash over me. It's different from the life within the safe walls of a palace, so very different. The freedom is easy to enjoy, no obligations, no counselors yapping, no dignitaries to entertain, none of the downsides of the trappings of power. What do I want? Okay. Lust for land. I will keep my options open because I'm fickle and greedy. and thus I will have a chance to gain flexible leader. Unfortunately, this not have happened. Alright. And I have a son. My wife, Mrs. Berengaria, gave me a son. A good Basque name, Pelayo. Welcome to the world, little Pelayo. I want him to be visible to me at all times. And we have 58% chance of getting Mayor Astol's money. So let's seize the moment. And it was so excellent and that I got a lot of gold. And I have hook on him. So let's improve the domicile. And let's see, what do I want? Roaring campfire, fireside chat intent from camp revelry, more officers, men at arms. So this is military thing. Traveling musicians. Okay. Paying fools. Okay, so more stress loss. Domicile piety. Okay. Juicy rumors. That's nice. Alright, to ask 2 scholars about one subject and you will receive 5 conflicting opinions. Alright, I like roaring campfire things, but let's see what else do we have. Okay, mess stand. Mess stand offers a lot of domicile income, which is actually something we want. And baggage train increases our... Wow, it's... Alright, so I want in that order roaring campfire, mess stand, and baggage train. It's like that, yes, because I like those additions. So let's go with mess stand. Was it? Yes. Let's construct the mess stand. Alright, and I wanted to fight corruption, so let's try it. Let's take that contract. And let's... Prince Pascaten of Vannes, Brittany's marshal, visits my encampment for the day. As soon as we are left alone, he begins muttering. It is embarrassing to admit, but I need your help dealing with the disobedient peasants of Nantes. The marshal huffs and glowers. They flout the king's authority. Tax collectors are met with barred doors and hurled stones. Ancient tariffs and duties are being ignored everywhere I turn. Let's deal with them. Also, we will scout for some talents. Let's start traveling. And I'm going back to race. When we arrive at Nantes, I'm quick to round up the worst of the rabble-rousers and demand they explain themselves. Conan, a peasant of some reputation, speaks for the rest. The tithes are high, but we pay them. The duties we pay on our gods leave us with hardly scraps to spare. We bear these payments, and King Solomon demands yet more from us, while the tax collectors grow richer and richer. It is they you should be confronting. Whew. Alright. Let's see. I mean, I'm fickle, but I'm also greedy. Though I will get some stress from it because I'm calm, but I think the greed is for that almost 60 gold is more prevalent than the fickleness right now. And I got the money. Also, I got a hook for another gold for another 7 pieces of gold, though that's not a lot, isn't it? But gold is gold, let's get that. And my glory is widely known. Also, let me see. Okay. Roll of patrons. Can I get gold from Grant? I can, but he will not accept. Meyer, oh, ho ho, Meyer will pay me handsomely. Thank you. And King. That costs a lot of prestige, but I'm getting that gold. Lovely. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's make a save. And I need to take like 5 to 10 minutes break because my throat is starting to hurt. So I will leave the music on, but we'll see each other soon. Alright, back from the break. I had to take a call, so sorry about that. Let's go for the 1 speed so the days move slow. And let me see first. Let's see the craftsmen, what they offer, because I was interested in that, since I have a lot of gold now. I could have some trinket. Okay, what do we have here? Nanchman's ring with fertility looks nice, and I will take that. Let's see who's for the recruitment. Ooh, an albino rabbi. Chaniai? Chaniai? Okay, something like that. Sorry about the noise. And he has quite average stats. Oh, he's quite expensive. 150 on second doubt. Let's hear a story, and my diplomacy had increased, which is lovely. That's just increase that will stay for me for a lifetime, which is good. Alright. And I think that I want to go to Hastings, the Montague to Hastings land. And let's rescue his subject before he and his Varanian adventurers move to occupy England. So let's go. And he wants us to rescue a woman. And let's go with balanced approach. Alright. My wife can be a lookout. And my guys can be a muscles. Alright, let's see. Ooh, criminal contract. Okay, how long will it take though? Let's go for a quicker pace. Hastings is like traveling right now. Okay, my feelings for Berengaria are nearly busting through my chest, and I want to give her a poem with fairly good chance to that poem be good. So let's write her, since we are poet. And Mistress Berengaria responded to my letter, saying it was one of the most beautiful things she has ever heard. Looking back at it, I can say I'm surprised. Your striking beauty is what gives meaning to my life. I wish only to feel your lips touch mine, that I might know your true joy, my darling Berengaria. Wow, that's really that's really nice, to be fair. Alright. Also, let's equip the ring. And let's see, a mess tent will be ready in 4 months. Let's hope I can do it that scheme quickly before the Hastings decides to abandon Montague for Mercia. and I can go with washing my hands. Then iron constitution. Alright. Let's continue. Just 3 more passes. Just, I mean, only 1%, so and we'll have a small chance, but I was better than nothing. And what do we have? I am interrupted from my stroll near my pavilion by the approach of a nervous stranger, a man who introduced himself as Abai, another rabbi. He's clearly alien to Montague as I. Who he is, lazy, impatient, and just, and he's an administrator. And okay, let's go and be a friend with a rabbi. And with that, maybe I can utilize him as my thug. I'm sorry. He is just impatient thug. Okay. All right. let's see how it goes. All right, one more tick. Let's see. For now, okay, we can seize the moment. No one else to add here. Only 11%. Do I chance it for another? Let's see. First, I will chance another tick for a better outcome before Hastings conquers Mercia. But we have empty crates. I gaze down sadly at my meal. A barely ripe apple stands out as the most appealing of the fare. I have enough of this, Bedouin says. This might be a Count Hastings lands, but I'm sure he can spare mere streamings of their fat. Since Hastings is going to Mercia, we can go let's since he'll not really care about Montague soon, let's try to ask him. And he gave us 400 provisions. And soon in also barber stand. Oh, those are expensive things. Ooh. I could use that reference corpus though. So let's see about the mess stand. Mobile breweries, so we are saving for this. We are saving for mobile brewers 120. Alright, let's move. Alright. Alright, 16%. And we failed to rescue their subject, but that doesn't matter. Let's see what Montague Castle offers us. Mayhaps the screwy French soldiers could be of use. Oh, I forgot. I had my 30 armored soldiers to deal with the peasants over there. So let's go with my prestige, and I got some soldiers back. Now about the locals. Okay, we are we are getting some more wit in heart through there. Caesarine is robust. She's expensive, but I need some. Okay, I know I shouldn't go under. I know, but I want her. I want her, and who was the chased? Okay, so I want Badawin and Caesarine. Try to squeeze at least one kid of them because of her where's the Badawin? Also I want my son to be my ward, though he's not yet any, he has no like trait yet, but let's seek followers. Alright, so I have 4 supporters, and Abai and Sazarin are complacent. So I want her to pass that robust trait to a child with Badawin. Alright. Now I'm under. So the bridge of res remains unprotected, and we are going to protect the bridge. Also, before we go, where it is, come follow us. No personal physician, but I want my wife to be my second. Alright, looks good, because with that she increases my stats. Look at that, second. And I forgot to do that earlier. Let's go quickly about that. So my wife will be a lookout. Sarzine will be muscle. Louis and Badouin will be lookouts. And also Abai, though he doesn't add really anything, and he's lazy, but he'll deal with a little bit of stress. Alright. And it's going excuse me, it's going quite quickly, so let's just move it. Alright. Abai has stopped. Oh god, okay, he stopped bathing. And alright, we are unfortunately, my friend, we are enforcing you to bathe. You need to be at least presentable. Let's go. We'll soon seize the moment. I don't want that. No, that. No, that. And yes, I know I'm in debt. There we go. 40%. We are seizing the moment. And we got right back to positive gold. And yes, you are also forbidden with your 0 prowess. Alright, so Hastings, can I squeeze something from you? Let me see. I don't want to go there. He's so greedy. He's so poor and greedy. Okay, I'm not getting anything. All right. Let's move from the Montague to Paris, because I want learning lifestyle, and we can go a little bit like that. No, we don't want to go through north. Yes, there we go. We want to visit this place. I'm not going to even attempt to say it. We don't want to go through. Okay, let's go here. Then we will go to Avanches, though not through the mountain, through the forest like this, and then to Paris. Looks good, and I will get some much needed travel. As you can see, while we're traveling, the provisions are going down, and we scouted some talent when going through La Rochelle. We got approached by Vermunder, and he's a Saturnos. He's deceitful though, but also a poet and skilled tactician. Ooh, do we want him? Treacherous opportunities. No, I don't want that people in my camp. Let's hope we'll get all right, let's go. Though I'm interested in that escort, so I hope it stays. Also, while all right, we are in Paris. Let's now go and escort Count Vulgrin, and he will be escorted. Okay. Like this. We'll also visit Kingdom of Brittany, the capital. And that's nice, because we are getting him from Paris to Nantes. And we got another follower while passing through Crown. He's another rabbi, Chistai. And he's brave, just, and vengeful. The righteous opportunities. And I can give him some provisions, because... And he also became my personal physician. We got some gold from escorting him. Alright, and we got exploits from... we heard about exploits from Breton mercenaries while passing through Grenade. Guitor claims he is the finest Breton swordsman. And who he is, and he is really fine swordsman, and I'm willing to pay for him. Yes. And as I noticed, my physician can help me research. My caravan master also has some something to do. Let's go with improving skills at the cost of prestige. And he can be my god, as well as Tuesday. Or maybe, no. Tuesday can be a guardsman. My prestige is going down, but that's irrelevant to be fair. So we are missing a chief cook. Also, while I'm traveling, can I take the contract? No, I cannot take the contract while I'm traveling, but I'm looking for that payment from Salmon. Let's go, and smaller group travels fast. Let's go, let's go. We are going to Barony of okay, from Barony of Paris here. Render onto Solomon, city gates, Master Pierre's, welcome, Mayor. Oh, good friend Mayor Astol. In short order, I'm introduced to all the other magnates of the town, Mona, Luan, and Godfrey. So, let's inspect Astol. My friend Astol. Astol's quarters as the city's mayor are surprisingly extensive. He leads me to a room that clearly serves conferences of the settlement's most important people, sitting me at the head of the table. Honorable Master, surely you must see that the King's avarice is misplaced. He has vested you with his authority to help us... he has vested you with his authority. Help us in this matter, and we'll see to it that the world knows your generosity. As he speaks, my mind flits back to the large chest of what seemed to be a silver we passed the way in. His irrational blackguard, and he's arbitrary. So, we can go with, okay, let's see, let's see through his financial records. We pour over Mayor Astol's notes, receipts, and what witness he can scrunch up on short notice, relating to his dealings at great length. It doesn't take too much effort to prise the truth from him, something that he seems near terminally surprised by. Okay, so, okay. Let's go to, Luan, he's just. And Luan appears to make the most of his wealth from renting hostels for those visiting a local shrine and operating a small charity, taking just a sliver from himself, of course. Do I make my fair share? Yes, of course. That's just it, my share. I pay taxes I'm obligated to, but this isn't proper tax. It's just some pointless whimsy from King, and we know it. He keeps chatting, but I cannot seem to forget the well-stocked kitchen we wove past to get here. And let's get over everything in exhaustive detail. We talk for what feels like the better part of the day, discussing every conceivable aspect of Luan's business in res. No stone left unturned, no question unasked. It doesn't take too much effort to prise the truth from him, something that he seems near terminally surprised by. Alright, onwards to Godfrey. And Godfrey's business revolves around storing and producing food, both exotic and bulk fare. The commoners get cheap cereals in times of need. The local elite have someone to go for fashionable foods from the distant capital. Okay. Okay, let's look for the telltale of signs of misdeeds. I lead the conversation down all the usual avenues, making sure to leave enough pauses and trailing trains of thought to give Godfrey plenty to sleep upon. Alright, and let's investigate Mona. Mona runs Res Market Square, a simple yet profitable affair. She manages star spots, charges fees, collects taxes for the mayor, and all the other expected trappings. Okay. She is ambitious, just, and compassionate, and she is a thrifty clerk. So let's talk to her, and if she has something to sleep, she will sleep it. And I have made my decision, and I gathered all 4 pieces of evidence. We gather in Mayor Astel's chambers, a suitably dramatic place to render my verdict. With the king's word behind me, this will be binding, one way or another. Mona, Luan, and Godfrey wait for my of my pronouncement of their fate with bated breath, whilst Astel seems nervous for the first time since my arrival. My gut tells me that they could pay. They simply don't want to, and my investigation shows that to be entirely true. Alright. Holy hell. Ooh. I don't really care. I don't care about Britannian anymore, so they will pay, and I'm getting a truckload of gold. They lost their opinion of me, but do I care? Not at all. And I also got supplies, gold, everything I wanted, which is wow, like wow. Alright, and let's see my mess stand, and with that I'm taking the mobile brewers, and then I'm saving for the other upgrade to the pavilion. Oh, sorry about that. Another perk from lifestyle, which gives an iron constitution, and then why cannot I switch? Oh, let's see. Well, while I arrive here, I cannot switch because ha 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 ha. Just because I don't have maybe I need to like have perk properly, so let's wait for another one. Okay, it says here I can change January 1st in 2 years, and 1 year and some. Okay. Alright. So, can I get something from you? Okay, he's a lot of gold in debt. Alright, I'm using foreigners. We can settle boundary dispute. Let's travel and do that. Cool, okay. Let's deal with the boundary dispute. And we have crimes of passion. Oddly, my personal physician die, and my follower citizens sit among themselves. And they are fighting. Alright, we are intervening. We don't want them to kill each other, and they are much more much more happy with being in my camp because I stopped their fighting. No, we are taking stance about double deuce with my calm resolving of the matter. So let's do that, and we managed to do so. Now, where that you who you have some war going on, we can either go for he's losing, where his army is here. Alright, whatever, let's not intervene in this. And we have ability to conduct a census on winning count. Let's do that. Okay, what's that? A small house, the Lutin Bridge. And Lutin is a small household or forest spirit from French folklore, known for mischief such as tangling hair and hiding objects. My lord, this bridge has an ill reputation. A Lutin lives below it. My personal physician Chisdai cries out. Surely it shall come upon us or curse us from afar as we pass. My party members start to whisper among themselves. Some invoke the name of God for protection. Unfortunately, the bridge is only safe place to cross for miles. Whew. Okay. Chisdai. Even if we are cursed, we'll be okay under God's watchful gaze. Traveling through the sometimes harsh environments has invigorating effects on at least my state of mind and vigor. As I glance over Caesarine, however, she does not appear to be doing quite as good. Her movement is labored, her breathing heavy, and spontaneous bursts of coughing ripple through her body. She's not well, and we want her to be well. She's died. Please treat her. Thank you, my guy. Making a record in Evra, and we arrive at this location. The inhabitants greet us with cheers, baskets full of food, and the jubilation of a family welcoming their relatives back from some distant war. It would seem that in these lands the name of Court Renard is fabled amongst his subjects, and also that any message from their blood count is cast for celebration. Whoa, okay, since they are so happy, let's get it done. Meetings don't need to try too hard here. No, let's get it done. Okay, and Ron, he's also loved. Lovely. Another successful survey. Now, Bayo. They are so happy for him. And we got easy money. Okay, that's a really good ruler here. Alright, journey through Falas. I pass by a peculiar looking tent, splayed open with its yet more peculiar looking occupant inside. Come in, almighty master. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. We are getting either bad or good omens. Or we can take Antoine with us. He's cynical, lazy, but honest. And I want him. Okay, so Antoine, can you be a cook? You can't. But you are a wise man. And you are as good as Chisdai, though you're up to do this poor. and chess dice is average. Oh, why are you ill? Can you be chess die? Can you treat my wife or something? No. Okay. Only a nightmare. I wake screaming, my heart beating fast. I have been chained naked or collared, while a dozen men and women with their heads of goats descended on me, biting and tearing at my skin. Then I was one of them, ripping my own flesh with sharp teeth, swallowing grasps, drinking blood, slurping. I have never felt anything as horrifying as when I saw the life leave the eyes of my ravaged body. But it was only a dream. It was only a dream. Oh, no. God will protect me. No cannibalism here. Whoa. Alright. And we are settling another boundary dispute, or we are finally doing something about scholarship. We are going to transcribe texts. Holy hell. Who is that? Adrian. Adrian is lazy, and we want our knight to show you how it's done. And surprisingly, he joins us, which is nice. Our party grows. Also, how's my little one? Is doing good. So, transcription. Priest through war. The daylight slowly fades as I sit in Prince Pepin's chamber. Oh, okay, so he's just of Italy. He's called Charles of West Francia, musician. Okay, so we are sitting in the Pepin's chamber, candlelight, frantically copying squiggly lines of ink from one sheet to another. My eyelids start dropping, and I nod off momentarily before I jerk awake. As far as I can tell, this particular passage seems related to wars and their politics, but by God, is it droning on and on. Okay. So I can embellish this just a smidge. Oh, let's try to embellish this line. I have not received any score towards successfully completing the contract, unfortunately. Sorry about that, I needed a drink. So, yet still contract goes on, I suppose. Let's see. Transcription. When God speaks. And yet I can do nothing. So everything is boring to me. Let's try to embellish it again. And I failed. Oh. The final push. Half-written passages, ink blotches, quills everywhere. I rub my temples as I ponder the chaos of my unsuccessful transcription has resulted in. The eyes of Prince Pepin's attendant are burning a hole in my back as I dread turning around to face my imminent failure. But then, as I study, a contorted horse creature with 3 arms sketched in the marginalia, I straighten my back in a sudden spur of defiance. File, I just need to rush through these last few pages. Okay, yes, I better hunker down. I did something at the cost of almost getting too stressed. Though, let's return to Paris. And let's visit the Castle Holding. We are getting and burning some stress. Or maybe no. Let's go and try for intrigue, which happened. So we have Thomas Peronel, who is a genius, but she is already of she cannot bear children. Or we have Idemar, who is schemer, wise man, charismatic negotiator, and comely. But he's deceitful. No, we are not going that. Looking that. So. Okay, let's look for some able bodies at garrison. Do we gamble? Yes, we do. And Berengar wins. So let's reinforce my men with Frenchmen. And okay, nothing else here. Anything interesting? Learning contracts, cool. And we got another transcription. Create work of learning. Okay, first we are settling the dispute for Major Arnaud. Just a quick try, and we got some goodies. Then we are getting back. Our stress is going down. We are creating work of learning. Writers from all across the land are directed to the Count of Orleans. Alright, let's do that. The manuscript. What's in the work? I hum as I look around Count Bernard's study. Plenty of scripts, manuscripts, and short stories are gathered here, in neat stacks and lined up on the shelves. Also, while I'm at it, let me see. Let's use Meyer, his Grey Eminence, and I could learn his language. It will be much useful. Alright. He's poor, but 8 gold is a gold. Code Renaud of Rowan. Alright, 20 gold. Much needed. And Mayo Arnaud of Crepy. And he is a stingy little guy, so no gold for me. But let's return here. A piece of work isn't necessarily judged by its length. Sure, even the mention of a single word can invoke complex emotions. What size of work do I have in me? My creation will be exhaustive because I'm greedy and I'm a poet, so I like to write. Humble beginnings. I peer down at the black page in front of me. Words. Why it is always so difficult to start? The quill gently stroking my chin as I carefully ponder what the manuscript should be about. Cole Bernard wanted a scripture pertaining to discreetness. Cole Bernard wanted a scripture pertaining to discreetness. A valid point for me to consider. So he wants to something to be discreet. Alright, one treatise on description and wrote. And I failed about this. Alright, the next chapter. Time passes quickly as I sit by the lectern, recording my minute observations and prescriptiveness on the art of deception. The daylight fades outside and I sit by the candlelight of Count Bernard's study, enjoying the hospitality that comes with being a walking scribe. I reflect over this while considering what the next chapter should be about.